Hello, and today I'm here reviewing Antecedent Anomaly by Susan Stumpf. This has been one of my all-time favorite series lately. This is the fourth book. There are 3 more. You can get them on Amazon. And this is an indie author, so very, really likes the support. Like when you read her books and you leave reviews, it really helps her out. And it's, it's rewarding as a reader to read books by independent authors because they don't have the backing of a major publisher. So when you like their books, it's a bigger deal to them. So it makes it a better reading experience for you. That being said, this book is so well written. I absolutely love this series. The thought behind this is so great. The world building in this is really unique too, especially considering that this is a vampire novel. Like, this deals with vampires, and that is, especially when Twilight came out, we've seen a lot of vampire novels. This is unlike anything that I have read. It's definitely more in like the Anne Rice type category of vampires than the YA vampires. This one takes a look at immortality, and it really answers some really key questions. In Anne Rice's books, we see immortals struggle with moving along in the world. In this series, we find out that their brains can only contain so much information, so the older they get, they start forgetting those first few years. And it just they can only remember like a century or so back. It might actually be 2 centuries, but I'm not positive. And we also see this development with one of the main characters, who is one of the oldest vampires known. His fangs have actually worn down over time, so that he has to use a finger prick to feed, because he can no longer puncture skin with his fangs because they're basically non-existent. So really unique ideas there. When I saw the title for this book, I thought that I immediately knew what it was going to be about, because I'd read the other 3. And I was like, oh, I know where this is going. This is going to be centered on Em and how she's a little different from everybody else. And nope, was not even the right character. And I was like 90% sure of where this was going. And I got a big shock. And when it focused in on the twins and what was going on with them, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun to read. I don't know what's going to happen, so that makes it even better. Because sometimes if you read a lot, you start realizing that there are like tendencies that certain authors have. This was such a shock to me that I could not believe it. Absolutely loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. You can find these on Amazon. And I highly recommend that you read them, especially if you are fans of Anne Rice and you like the more thoughtful world building with vampires. You're going to love this series. Also, they're pretty thin, so you can read them in one sitting, which is great if you're extremely busy. So like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.